Good morning. Thanks for joining me today. If it's your first time, welcome, welcome. If you're coming back, you know that this channel is all about efficiency. Today, our big topic, vital records, what they are, and how to store them. Today we are talking about vital records. Not records that are vital, not ones that are important or critical. We are looking for vital items as in vie is the French. I'm not quite sure what all the other languages are, but related to your life. These are the records that most people would say are irreplaceable. Things like birth certificates, social security cards, naturalization papers, things you don't want to be without. That is what we are organizing today. Not insurance, not wills, not DNRs, not prepared documents, but rather those records that we need for life. First, birth certificate. I've covered up things that are really important. Birth certificate, obviously important. Your social security card, again, obviously important. Don't carry that with you, bad idea. I was hoping to show you my middle daughter's first passport. She was 2 years old. It's the cutest passport, but it has since expired and been replaced, so I don't have it. But I have my handsome husband's. Definitely keep not only your passport, but a copy of your passport in your vital records. Name change. Marriage certificate. Adoption papers are really important, maybe not so much to an adult, but for children, those are important records. While it's a good idea to have a photocopy of your marriage license, your birth certificate, and your passport, you could actually have a photocopy of all of these items inside your folder if you would like. However, I would recommend taking all those photocopies, putting them in a small envelope, and then putting that in your file. That way you don't have to go through a ton of photocopies when you're looking for the originals. This is the only item that I keep with my vital records that I can see how some people would rather keep with medical records. This is immunization. Immunization records are just a pain in the butt to get. They're very important. They're becoming more important. So I go ahead and keep my children's immunization records with their other vital records. Now we have our records. How do we store them? I am very embarrassed, but in the name of authenticity, I am going to tell you what the situation is over here. I ran out of large envelopes. So I took this manila folder, I stapled it along the side and along the bottom, and this is what I've been storing our records in, one for each person. However, I recently was able to procure a couple of large envelopes, and so I am going to label them and put everyone's stuff in them. Editing Rebecca here. I forgot to mention two things in the video, and so I want to let you know. I didn't tell you why I keep all of my papers in an envelope rather than in a file folder like this. And the reason is efficiency. There aren't that many records in here, probably 5 to 10. It's easy just to dump them out, grab the one that you want, and stick it back in there. I find that it's much more cumbersome to go, oh, birth certificate, that's the first one. Get one thing out. Too cumbersome. Secondly, what I was going to say is, do use one of these if you want to keep all of your children's records or all the family records together. Just as I made fun of it 1 second ago, make a tab for birth certificates, but put all of them in there. That is efficient. But if you're just doing it for one person, definitely go with the envelope that just fell on the floor. Now you have your envelope, it's labeled, everything's inside. Now, you can put this on your shelf, which is what I have. You can put this in your safe if you have one. And if you don't have a safe, you can get a fireproof bag that will fit these sorts of records. Just stick it in, and then it's fireproof. I can't attest to any of those because I've never tried one before, but many of my friends are quite happy with theirs. The records I think you should keep in your envelope include birth certificate, naturalization papers, adoption records. I have a little piece of paper here. Your passport, social security card, name change papers, marriage certificate, and immunization records. Obviously, don't carry your packet around town. If you're taking your children to register them at school, put it in your purse. Organizing these papers, keeping everything together has been super helpful for me. One time I went to the DMV and they wanted records that I didn't expect that they would need, but I just reached in there and there they were. I've done that actually at a number of places. They just pop up and say, you need your immunization records to do this. And I have them right there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like and please subscribe to my channel. We have lots to talk about.